Hello everybody, it's Goknath from the Crack with Gokulnath YouTube channel. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. So guys, today we're going to see about King's Rule, which is one of the important part of integration. So guys, let us start to see about it. So King's Rule. So what is this King's Rule? And what does this King's Rule say? This King's Rule is applied in a definite integral. This King's Rule is applied in a definite integral. So let me write a definite integral. So I am going to write a definite integral. So the definite integral which I am going to write is integration of f of x dx from a to b. This is what the definite integral which I am writing, where the upper limit is b and the lower limit is a and the inside value is f of x dx. This is what the definite integral I am writing. Now, using the King's Rule, I can convert this definite integral into another form as I can convert this definite integral using King's Rule into another form as integration of f of a plus b minus x of dx from a to b. This is what our King's Rule say. So what I did, just a basic thing, integration of f of x dx from a to b can be written as integration of f of lower limit plus upper limit minus x of dx, and the limits are same, which is a to b. This is what our King's Rule say. So guys, this is a very important property of our integration. That means a definite integration. So be pakka in it and be conscious in it and be thorough in this King's Rule, because this question has helped in JEE advanced question also to solve the integration question. So guys, be thorough in this question, King's Rule, and make a note of it so that it will be helpful in your future. So guys, let us solve one problem based on King's Rule, which you can help you to make it more easier. So guys, let us move on to our one question. Our question is integration of x divided by 1 plus x of 1 plus x square of dx from 0 to infinity. So guys, this is not the direct King's Rule application question. This is not the direct King's Rule application question. You need to do some manipulation and you need to arrive at an integral, then use the King's Rule. That is what this question is all about. So guys, the main twist of this question is the value of x that I am going to take for this integral to solve it is the main twist that you are gonna take. So the what value of x which I am gonna take is, I am going to take x as tan theta. Why particularly tan theta means, guys, try to understand. Why particularly tan theta means, this is what we mean by exposure. By the question itself, you guys should make you guys should make a map on it, that how to apply it, what I'm gonna do, what I'm going to do. Those mapping activities you need to do as soon as you see the question when you have the exposure. So I'm taking x as tan theta. That is what I'm taking. If I'm taking x as tan theta, how this integral will be? The integral will be integration of x. What is x? X is nothing but tan theta. So numerator will be tan theta. Then divided by 1 plus x, which is x is equal to tan theta, means 1 plus x will be 1 plus tan theta. Then into 1 plus x square is nothing but 1 plus tan square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is what? That is secant square theta. Your Pythagorean identity, guys. So 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. That's all I am saying. Now, what will be dx? Will the dx will be dx itself? Absolutely not. If I am putting x as tan theta, dx should be in another value. What will be the value? If x is equal to tan theta means dx will be the differentiation of x, which is differentiation of tan theta. What is differentiation of tan theta? Secant square theta. Differentiation of tan theta is secant square theta. Not only secant square theta, then d theta. You should not forget this d theta, guys. When you're taking x as tan theta, your dx will be equal to differentiation of this, which is secant square theta. Not only that, then d theta. So what will be the value? That will be secant square theta. Then what? D theta. Just I'm finding the value of dx by the x itself. That will be secant square theta. D theta will be dx. Now this is what I did. Now what will be the limits? Will the limits be 0 to infinity? Will the limits be same as 0 to infinity? Absolutely not, guys. The limit must vary. Why it should vary means I'm putting x as tan theta. If I'm putting x as tan theta, or if I'm putting x as any expression, your limit must vary based on the expression which you are putting. If I'm putting x as tan theta, how the limits will change is, listen carefully, guys. Listen carefully. In the lower limit, we are having 0. When you will get 0, if theta is equal to 0 only, then only you will get 0, right? Tan 0 is equal to 0. So the lower limit is equal to 0. Then when you will get infinity, that is only possible when tan of pi by 2. Tan of 90 degree only will give us infinity, right? So pi by 2 will be the upper limit. This is how you should think, guys. This is how you should think. So the limit how it will vary means based on the tan theta. So tan 0 will give us 0, tan pi by 2 will give us infinity. This is how you should think. Now that's okay, guys. Now we can see that the secant square theta will get cancelled. So I am arriving at a simplest integral. Now listen carefully, guys. What I am going to do is, I am going to write this tan theta in terms of sin theta divided by cos theta. Anyway, you guys know, right? Tan theta is equal to sin theta divided by cos theta. So I am going to write tan theta as sin theta divided by cos theta. When I write tan theta as sin theta divided by cos theta, what you will get? 0 to pi by 2. Tan theta as sin theta divided by cos theta means sin theta divided by cos theta. Next, in the denominator also I am going to write tan theta as sin theta divided by cos theta, which is 1 plus sin theta divided by cos theta and d theta. This is what we have. Now guys, use a basic simplification of the integral. So tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. So 1 is 1 only. Tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. Now guys, find the LCM and that means make it in the simplest form. When you make it in the simplest form, what you will get? 0 to pi by 2 only. The limits are 0 to pi by 2. Then what you will get is, listen carefully, you will get it as, the numerator will be cos theta plus sin theta divided by cos theta. So what you will be left out is sin theta divided by cos theta plus sin theta. This is what you will be left out when you do the basic simplification which you learned in your lower grades. So sin theta by cos theta divided by 1 plus sin theta divided by cos theta. When you simplify, this is what you will get, which is sin theta divided by cos theta plus sin theta. This is what you will get. Now we had arrived at a integral. Now we can use the King's rule and find the answer easily. So that's what I am gonna do. So listen carefully. We had did some simplifications and converted into this integral. Now I am gonna use our famous King's rule. So can I apply the King's rule now? Yeah. So I will apply the King's rule now. From this integral I am gonna continue, okay? So what does our King's rule say? Our King's rule say that integration of f of x dx from a to b can be written as integration of f of a plus b minus x of dx from a to b. This is what our King's rule say, right? So that is what I am going to apply in this integral. When you apply King's rule, what you will get? F of a plus b minus x is 0 plus pi by 2 minus x is f of pi by 2 minus x. Just I am applying the King's rule, which is f of a plus b minus x. So a plus b is 0 plus pi by 2 minus x is f of pi by 2 minus x. F of pi by 2 minus x, what will be the value of f of pi by 2 minus x? You should put theta as f of pi by 2 minus x. What I am saying is, listen carefully, instead of x, you should put it as theta. Why you should put as theta? Because we are having every angle in terms of theta. So instead of x, you should instead of x, you should replace x as theta. So I will replace x as theta. Why I am replacing it as theta? Because every value I am having in terms of theta. So that is why I am doing. That is the basic reason behind this. Now I had replaced that. Now very simple thing, guys. F of pi by 2 minus theta is nothing but to find the value of f of pi by 2 minus theta, put theta as pi by 2 minus theta. When you put theta as pi by 2 minus theta, what you will get? So integration will be 0 to pi by 2 only, a to b only. Now f of pi by 2 minus theta is sine of pi by 2 minus theta. Sine of pi by 2 minus theta is nothing but cos theta. Then cos of pi by 2 minus theta is sin theta. Then plus of sine of pi by 2 minus theta is cos theta. That's all. We just use our King's rule and convert it into another integration of f of a plus b minus theta of dx. This is what I did. Here also dt now, guys. Here also dt. Now we know that this is equal to I means this would also be equal to I, because that is what you learn in your King's rule. Because these two integral forms are equal. So if this is I means this is also I. That's all. Now I am going to do a quite unexpected one. What is that quite unexpected one is, I am going to add these two integral. So guys, I need to tell you something. Basically, why we are using King's rule? What is the reason we can using King's rule? King's rule is to make the integration easier. Even if you use in King's rule, if it is difficult means, then what is the method you will do? The second option which you have is add these two integral. If the King's rule looks difficult means, add these two integral. After converting another integral by the King's rule, you need to add these two integral, which is 2 i's. So I am going to add these 2 i's. When you add 2 i's, what you will get? You will get it as I plus I is 2i. Then what will the limits? Limits will be same. Because you can add the two integral, right, when the limits are same. That's what the method I am doing. So I plus I is 2i, and limits are 0 to pi by 2. When you add these two values, what you will get? Cos theta plus sin theta. The denominator is same, which is sin theta plus cos theta, and cos theta plus sin theta. So you don't need to do anything. Just add the numerator, which is cos theta plus sin theta, divided by cos theta, sin theta plus cos theta, will get cancelled, and you will left out with dt, 1 d theta. This is what you guys will be left out. How I did? Just I added the inside value. So cos theta will be sin theta plus cos theta plus sin theta will be cos theta plus sin theta. When you add means, you will get it as 1. So integration of 1 dt from 0 to pi by 2. So what is integration 1 dt from 0 to pi by 2 will be? That will be pi by 2. How? Because your upper limit is pi by 2. Substitute this different integral and you will get the value as pi by 2. If 2a is equal to pi by 2 means, then what will be I? That will be pi by 4. That's all, guys. However you found this means, I used some manipulation part. Then I arrived with a new type of integral. Then I used our King's rule, and that is how I found the answer. So that's all, guys. I hope you guys would have understood this King's rule, and I hope you guys would have enjoyed the solving of this question. So guys, that's all about this, and this is the end of the video. So go. Okay, guys. Thank you. Make education simple.